So far in this unit, you've learned why financial authority matters and what a financial power of attorney is and isn't. Today, we're taking the next logical step. We're talking about the different types of financial powers of attorney, and more importantly, when each type tends to be used. Not every situation requires a master key to your entire financial life. Sometimes, you just need a specific key for a specific door at a specific time. By the end of this lesson, you should know the different types of powers of attorney and how they could relate to your goals. Think of choosing a power of attorney like choosing a tool from a kit. If you're hanging a picture, you don't need a sledgehammer. But if you're building a foundation, a small tack hammer won't do the job. In the world of estate planning, when considering financial powers of attorney, we categorize these tools in two main ways: how long they last and how much they can do. Let's start with the first big category: durable versus non-durable. This is perhaps the most important distinction you may make. A durable power of attorney is called durable because it is designed to survive a period of incapacity. It could be a vital tool if you ever become temporarily or permanently unable to handle your own finances, because it allows your agent to keep acting on your behalf without the family needing to go to court. On the flip side, a non-durable power of attorney is designed to serve a very specific purpose and then end. Most importantly, a non-durable power automatically ends if you become incapacitated. You might wonder why anyone would want a tool that stops working right when things get difficult. Usually these are used for business transactions where you want someone to represent you while you are healthy and available to supervise them, but you may not want that authority to continue if you can't look over their shoulder. Non-durable is about convenience. It's meant for situations where you could act, but it's impractical. Let's put some real-world context around that. Imagine you're traveling overseas and you're selling a house back home. You're mentally fine, but you physically can't be there to sign documents. A non-durable power of attorney might be used for that single purpose. Once the transaction is complete, the job is done. That brings us to another important distinction: scope. Some powers of attorney are narrow, some are broad. These are categorized as general versus limited. This is about the scope of the key you are handing over. A limited power of attorney, which is sometimes called a special power of attorney, relates only to a specific transaction or a specific period of time. So, imagine you are still on that overseas trip and need to complete the sale of your home. You could grant a limited power of attorney to a trusted friend or family member that only gives them the authority to sign the specific closing documents for that one house. Once that house is sold, the power expires. They can't go to your bank and withdraw money, and they can't sell your car. They only have the key to that one door. A general power of attorney, however, provides much broader authority. It could allow your agent to do almost anything you could do yourself: pay your bills, manage your investment accounts, handle your taxes, and collect government benefits. This is the tool most people choose when they are planning for the long term, especially when they are concerned about the slow progression of an illness like dementia. To see how these work in real life, let's look at a few scenarios. First, picture Sarah. Sarah is a healthy, active traveler. She's going to be off the grid for 3 months and wants her brother to be able to move money between her accounts if an emergency bill comes up. She doesn't necessarily need a plan for incapacity right now. She just needs a valet key for her trip. She might choose a limited, non-durable power of attorney. It's specific to her time away and only covers her bank accounts. Another example is someone running a small business who is about to have surgery and expects a short recovery. They want someone to manage payroll, pay bills, and keep operations running for a few weeks. That could call for broader authority, but not necessarily long-term incapacity planning. Depending on the situation, a general non-durable power of attorney might be considered. Now consider the story of Devin's father that we touched on before. Devin's father was beginning to experience the early stages of memory loss. In that situation, a limited or non-durable power wouldn't have been enough. He needed a general, durable power of attorney. He needed a tool that would allow Devin to step into his shoes for all financial matters, and, most importantly, a tool that would keep working as his father's health declined. Because they didn't have that durable power in place, Devin was forced into a 9-month court process that cost the family thousands of dollars. One thing that applies to every single one of these documents is the sunset rule. Regardless of whether your power of attorney is durable, non-durable, general, or limited, all of them terminate the very moment you pass away. At that point, the legal authority shifts to the executor named in your will. Now, here's an important note. If you've created a trust and moved assets into it, your trustee can generally handle the financial decisions for anything that's inside the trust. A financial power of attorney comes into play for things that are still in your personal name and not part of the trust. That's why many people choose to have both. They work together to cover different pieces of the picture. And in many cases, the same person can serve as both your trustee and your financial power of attorney, if that feels like the right fit for you. Every situation is different, and the details can vary. So thinking through your specific situation is vital and helps you create a plan specific to you that ensures someone can step in and help when needed, without gaps. Here's the perspective shift for today. Instead of asking, which one is best? Ask, what problem am I trying to solve? You can customize the key to fit the lock. If you are worried about misuse, you may choose to start with a limited power for a specific task. If you are focused on long-term protection, the general durable power could be your best ally. By watching this video, you have already moved from confusion to a functional understanding of your options. You now know that incapacity survival is the hallmark of a durable power, and you understand that you can limit an agent's power to a single transaction if that's what your life requires. If you're ready for a small, immediate step, I invite you to think about your next 12 months. Do you have any major financial events coming up, like a home sale, a business transition, or a period of travel? Just identifying those moments can help you decide if a limited power might be useful. For those who want to go deeper, we have tools that can help you visualize the different document type and how they relate to your current needs and your long-term goals, ensuring you have the right tool for the journey ahead. You are doing the work of a strategist. You are learning to delegate authority with intention and care, protecting your finances and your family from unnecessary hurdles. Let's keep moving forward.